The Sagoli Treaty demarcated Uttarakhand's Kumaon with River Kali as a boundary between India and Nepal.
नेपाल की आवाम की मेहनत रंग ले आई है। आज तक नेपाल की आवाम ग्रेटर नेपाल के लिए बात करती थी और दुनिया नहीं सुनती। आज इंटरनेशनल मीडिया ग्रेटर नेपाल की आवाज उठा रही है और कह रही है कि किस तरीके से ग्रेटर नेपाल को तोड़ा गया था 1816 में। तो आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे इस इंटरनेशनल मीडिया का रिपोर्ट, जिसमें वो कह रहे हैं कि नेपाल को किस तरीके से तोड़ा गया था, खास करके ग्रेटर नेपाल को। और नेपाल की ये जो ग्रेटर नेपाल की जमीनें हैं, ये इंडिया में कहाँ कहाँ पे है, क्या नेपाल की जमीनें नेपाल को मिल सकती है? तो आइए आज की वीडियो को करते हैं शुरू और आपको बताते हैं ग्रेटर नेपाल के बारे में एक इंपॉर्टेंट इंटरनेशनल मीडिया का रिपोर्ट।
India-Nepal border dispute. Recently, Nepal's government had issued a 100 rupee currency note, and it sparked a controversy all over India, with many trying to understand its dynamics. This new currency note displayed three territorial regions, Lipulekh, Limpiadura, and Kalapani, claiming to be their own. But this is not the first time Nepal had claimed these regions. A long history which explains the complexities of these areas is an interesting chapter to uncover in our border series. Before that, if you are an APSC aspirant, do not forget to like and subscribe. India and Nepal, the start of a new journey. India and Nepal have shared a long civilizational history. From Ramayana to Gautam Buddha, both countries have shared history, culture and civilizations. But in the 18th century, when Mughal Empire came to its decline, Nepal came under the rule of the Gorkhas. The Gorkhas started expanding their territory and even captured many parts. Look at this map that explains the expansion of Greater Nepal from 1716 to 1816, which captured areas like Sikkim, Kumaon and Garhwal. At the same time, the British East India Company was also in the scope of expanding their control, and eventually, a war between Gorkhas and British took place, where Gorkhas were defeated and the Treaty of Sagoli was signed. Under this treaty, Nepal renounced all territories to British and the Mahakali River was made the border between the two. The Sagoli Treaty. The Sagoli Treaty demarcated Uttarakhand's Kumaon with River Kali as a boundary between India and Nepal. According to Article 5 of the treaty, the British rulers recognized Nepal's right to the region that fell to the east of the Kali River. But the problem was, while demarcating the boundary line, the Sagoli did not clearly define the place of origin of River Kali, from where the issue really started. Nepal's perspective. Look at this map. This is the Limpiadura Pass located in Uttarakhand. Maps produced by British East India Company from 1816 to 1856 showed that the river named Kuti Yangti originated in the pass, and Nepal believes that this river is the main Kali River. Since the Sagoli Treaty mentioned that areas which fall east to Kali River belongs to Nepal, it believes that areas like Kalapani and Lipulekh is also part of Nepal. India's perspective. India's claims are based on historical maps from 1879 and administrative records of Pithoragarh district from 1830. These records show that Kalapani is the starting point of the Kali River and Kuti Yangti is only a tributary of the Kali River. So India-Nepal border is divided among the center of the Kali River, and Limpiadura, Lipulekh and Kalapani are administrative areas of India. Agreements over territories. Right after independence, India and Nepal entered into a treaty of peace and friendship in 1950. Till then, Nepal did not register any complaints of territorial dispute with India. But in 1962, when Chinese forces entered Indian territories, India established many army posts in the Kalapani region. Interestingly, Nepal was well aware of Indian forces' activities in the Kalapani area since then and never registered any complaint over the territorial dispute. The earliest border agreement between India and China in 1954 have also established Lipulekh Pass as border between the two countries. Moreover, the earliest border agreement between Nepal and China in 1960 also does not recognize Lipulekh as border between Nepal and China. Start of the dispute. Ever since the change of regime in Nepal, the perceptions on these territories began to change. It reached its climax on November 2019 when India published a revised political map showing the newly created Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The map showed Kalapani as part of the Pithogarh district of Uttarakhand, as did all maps since independence. Nepal protested and drew attention to the issue. Nepal asked India to refrain from carrying out any activity inside the territory of Nepal. On May 8, 2020, the border dispute was triggered when a new 80-kilometer long road in the Himalayas connecting to the border with China was inaugurated by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh at the Lipulekh Pass for Indian pilgrims going to Kailash Mansarovar. On May 13, 2020, Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli said that Nepal will not surrender the Kalapani territory on which India has been carrying out construction. On May 19th, the government of Nepal endorsed a new political map showing Lipulekh, Kalapani and Limpiadura under Nepal's territory. Conclusion: Nepal share a boundary of about 1,850 km with 5 Indian states: Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. The two countries share a unique friendship amidst border issues. For example, both countries understand the growing threat of Chinese aggression and therefore have cooperated in many defense exercises like the Surya Kiran joint military exercise to strengthen military cooperation. Moreover, India have also assisted in many connectivity projects of Nepal, including the Nepal-Bharat Maitri Pashupati Dharmshala and the integrated checkpost system for facilitation of trade. Also, South Asia's first cross-border petroleum product pipeline, constructed and funded by Indian Oil Corporation, connecting Motihari in India to Amlek Kunj in Nepal, was also recently inaugurated. India is also the largest trading partner of Nepal, with major imports from India of petroleum products, motor vehicles and spare parts, medicines, cement, agriculture equipment and parts, etc. Indian firms are among the largest investors in Nepal, accounting for more than 30% of the total approved foreign direct investments. Definitely, the future of India-Nepal relations is beyond border.
देखिए, आज तक नेपाल अपनी आवाज दुनिया भर में उठाने के लिए जगह जगह पे जाता था, प्रोटेस्ट कहता था और कहता था कि इंडिया में जाकर हम ग्रेटर नेपाल को सपोर्ट करेंगे। बट इस दफा जब इंटरनेशनल मीडिया ने ग्रेटर नेपाल के लिए आवाज उठाना स्टार्ट की है, तो ये नेपाल के लिए बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी बन सकती है और अच्छा काम बन सकता है। इसी महीने में ग्रेटर नेपाल का एक नया नक्शा जारी किया गया था परिंद्रा नेपाल की तरफ से, और वो कह रहे थे कि काश कोई ग्रेटर नेपाल को सपोर्ट करने वाला हो। नेपाल की अपनी आवाम भी ग्रेटर नेपाल को अगर सही तरीके से सपोर्ट करने लग जाए तो नेपाल को नेपाल की जमीनें मिल सकती है। अब आप सबको पता है कि इंडिया और नेपाल के बीच में एक डिस्प्यूट है, वो है बॉर्डर को लेके। अब नेपाल की जो एक्चुअल जमीनें हैं वो है ग्रेटर नेपाल की। कई सारे नेपाली उसको क्लेम नहीं करते और जो नेपाली क्लेम करते हैं वो 3 इलाकों को करते हैं, और वो है कालापानी, लेपुलेख और लिम्पियादुरा। अब जो हमारे पास रिपोर्ट आ रही है और रिपोर्ट आई है कि भाई इंटरनेशनल मीडिया का रिपोर्ट मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया, वो कह रहा है कि भाई नेपाल को ये जमीनें देनी पड़ेंगी। नेपाल किसी भी किस्म की मदद अगर नेपाल को चाहिए होगी तो वो मुल्क उसको देगा जिस मुल्क के साथ नेपाल की दोस्ती ज्यादा है। वो किसकी ज्यादा है दोस्ती? सब आपको पता है कि वो चाइना के साथ दोस्ती ज्यादा है। तो चाइना हो सकता है कि नेपाल की मदद करे इस मामले में और नेपाल के आने वाले वक्त में नेपाल का साथ दे सके। पिछले साल भी मैंने आपके साथ रिपोर्ट शेयर की थी और आपको बताया था कि नेपाल जो है वो चाइना की मदद से ग्रेटर नेपाल की जमीनें ले सकता है। नेपाल से जो है ना वो काफी बड़े डील्स होने वाले हैं चाइना की, और हुए भी, बीच में भी आप लोगों को दिखाए भी और शेयर भी किया आप लोगों के साथ। तो अब इंटरनेशनल मीडिया भी कह रहा है कि भाई अब वो दिन दूर नहीं जब ग्रेटर नेपाल की जमीनें नेपाल को मिलेंगी। वीडियो अगर अच्छी लगी है तो लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब आप लोग लाजमी कर सकते हैं।